But it's worth perhaps reminding ourselves at this moment why we are having a general election. Tom Mangold is in Yorkshire with a group of men who have very definite views about that.
Good evening from the Denaby and Cadeby Miners' Welfare Club, deep in the heart of the South Yorkshire coalfields. The Denaby has some of the most militant, and I don't think they'd object if I call them some of the most bloody-minded miners in the whole of Britain. These are some of the men whose point-blank refusal of the coal board's wages offer led to the overtime ban, the strike, and finally, depending on who you believe, the general election. Well, what have they achieved? Has it been worth it? And are these men here tonight still on a collision course with whoever rules Britain tomorrow? Gentlemen, Mr. Heath called a Who Governs Britain election. It was aimed at controlling militants like yourselves. This morning's opinion polls suggest a Conservative win. Has your action helped defeat a possible socialist government for the next 5 years? In other words, have you made a great political blunder? Eddie?
We never went into this wage demand to make any political blunder. It was never political from the start. I was accredited delegate to the conference in Inverness when the wage demand was submitted. And at nowhere in the discussions in Inverness was there any talk of taking on anyone.
Right, well, assuming that we have a Tory win tonight, nevertheless, has there not been a political blunder? Is it not possible that a socialist government will be out for the next 5 years, Arnie?
I don't think so. No matter what is said. If the miners hadn't come out on strike, it wouldn't have made any difference, because this Ted East used this, of course, to his own end.
Well, do you accept that this has been a political strike?
No, I don't.
No.
There's no politics involved in this at all from the start.
If I could come in here, Mr. Interviewer, you're wrong. It's never been a political strike. It never will be a political strike, because you've got to bear in mind this, that irrespective of what our NEC individually says, choose what they say, it is not a political strike, because I believe, when I say this, that I am talking for the vast majority of the coal miners in this industry.
Yes, but
we have never tried to smash the government, we have never tried to smash Phase 3, and we have never tried to bring the country to its knees.
Well, I don't think you can say that you didn't try to...
Let me finish, Mr.
Well, of course you tried to smash Phase 3, I can't accept that.
The public has a right to know. All we are fighting for is a decent living wage and better conditions for our members. Full stop.
Frank, you challenged the government on Phase 3, on their counter-inflation proposals. You indirectly challenged the authority of the government. Do you accept that you may have made a gross political blunder in doing that?
Not at all, not at all. Because I believe that we're entitled to make a profit on our labour. I don't envy the man with 2 Rolls Royces and 2 £20,000 houses. What I want our members to have is the right to buy 1 of each.
Jim, do you, a former miner, now a university lecturer, do you think that the National Union of Mine Workers did make a political blunder on this?
No, I think they had no options. Their members had a very low standard of living. They had to fight for what they considered right. I think what did happen was that the Conservative government attempted to take advantage of the attempts by ordinary men to improve their standard of life.
Gentlemen, I put it to you that if the Conservatives do win tonight, you're in danger of becoming totally isolated, not only by public opinion, but by your own trades union colleagues. Would you accept that?
I don't accept that at all.
Being isolated?
No.
Isolated? We're a member of the Trade Union Council, the Trade Union Congress. We are naturally elected, an affiliated member. How can we be alone?
Well, 5 million of your colleagues accepted Phase 3.
Under
They've accepted.
Under protest.
We've heard quite a lot about this 5 million. Ted East, the boy that's dished it out. 5 million people, the figure that I got was 6 million, have accepted under Phase 3. They've accepted under duress. Who's accepted under Phase 3? The ambulance drivers, the nurses.
Let me come in there.
Gentlemen, I'm going to have to wind it here for the time being. Thank you very much indeed. This is Tom Mangold from Denaby.